Yo, we're back. I'm gonna bring into the truth about interracial dating in South Africa.
Let's go. It doesn't happen that much.
It's been illegal for many years, and back in the day, there was even a death penalty for marrying a person of different ethnicity. But nowadays, things have changed, right?
You're lying. That's why even you couldn't even show us an example.
To see why it's so controversial, my friends and I went out to find some answers.
Cape Town.
Basically, we're just trying to open up a conversation about these things. What do you guys think about interracial relationships?
Would you date someone of different ethnicity?
I don't see anything wrong with it.
As long as
That's a lot.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
Whatever you
As he says with his
you
white
wanna do.
his
I don't
Indian
mind.
friends.
Yeah.
Anyone should be allowed to date anyone. Someone from a different race, whether you're heterosexual or homosexual.
As long as you're a nice person. If you're an asshole, no.
Let's see what the Christians think. Are you guys?
People are still a bit more reserved, but I'll be open to it. It's not a barrier for me at all.
I like the diversity, the difference.
It is nice to learn from someone else at that level.
Which race
Learning
are you
what?
more attracted to?
Asian men.
How?
Bubble, because they look like women.
Race, so I don't
Well, two shades.
there's like no. Yeah, black. Yes. Tall, dark, and handsome. I say Asian.
I think white people, because I don't know about Indians.
Maybe you should try.
So which one I should try?
I saw one of your videos a few weeks ago on YouTube. I was like,
Have you dated someone of different ethnicity?
I'm married already.
Oh, you married already? Oh, you can still have your little affair or something?
Affair is insane.
So your best hookup experience, what ethnicity were they?
Probably, yeah, whites.
I would say Bulgarian.
Indian, I guess white. White.
Hot.
Big nigga, we the same. Drake nigga, but I'm saying.
Dog,
Y'all nigga really like.
you know, Uber's not that crazy.
So this is a dog adoption agency, so we uplift dogs from shelters.
I'm asking people what are their thoughts on interracial relationship. Would you date someone of a different race?
I think there are still some prejudices. If I felt there was a significant attraction, there'd be nothing to stop me doing that. Yeah, the dogs are not racist either.
Would you date a dog of a different race?
Answer the question.
Answer the question. Be honest. You don't have to hold back.
I didn't go. I know I got
Ethnicity, what would you say? Black woman. Let me ask the females, is it true what they say about BBC?
BWC versus BBC. Which one?
They don't try my twin. Bitch nigga ain't got friend.
I'm gonna say BBC. I'm attracted to like Indian guys.
You know when you at the right place at the right
I'm
time.
gonna say BBC.
Yeah? He's coming back.
I'm attracted to like Indian guys, black guys, colored guys, if they're hot.
So if people seem so open, why is it that we see only few interracial couples?
Have you ever been in a relationship?
I have not.
No, I haven't.
Personally, I have not.
Have you been in an interracial relationship?
Opportunity to present yourself.
I haven't.
Dating or like, can it just be like a hookup? Like,
Yeah,
A hookup.
yeah.
Dog, stop
Okay,
playing.
no.
He's talking about prostitutes. Big dog, no. It's not the same thing.
Then it's, yeah.
I don't really feel them too much. I'm from DC, and like, especially if you black, they don't really understand what you're going through in America.
There's also this thing of like black men trying to like explore outside their own boundaries, and I think that's not always a very good thing because it creates the whole structural superiority complex.
Like Loki comes from like a place of insecurity because they feel insecure about their race, and so they adopt. I don't think you should ever have to like adopt a whole different other culture in order to be with someone.
More traditionally Chinese, it's still very much like the male pays for the meals kind of thing. I wouldn't want to like go out for dinner and have to like split the bill half and half. I think it's something that you should state up front from the get-go so then it doesn't become an issue later on in the relationship.
I don't think like white guys are just like a bad. They're really bad.
I'm more interested in other ethnicities overseas who are culturally more similar to me because it's a comfort zone. So here, when someone's too different from me culturally, I find it harder to get out of that
You
circle.
said BBC. Where is this coming from?
Are going to be less accepting of each other
Hello, no, black
People
level.
marry like within their own culture, so sometimes it's easier to like adapt with each other's own culture.
There's a lot of skepticism. It can obviously be difficult sometimes.
People tend to just stick to their group. Black people live for the most part in the townships. White people live in the suburbs. So there's very little scope for that interaction. Because as children grow up, they are then socialized into seeing these things like race. I think schools are playing a big role
It's impossible
in
not to
bridging
see.
some of that divide.
Open your heart, feel in the ground.
UCT is in desperate need of a genre.
To get some first-hand insights, we
Nah,
then fought
cool.
an interracial
Do you know how many
couple who
videos
wanted
we've
to share
seen
their
there? You
thoughts.
see,
I
they
think
look
it's
nothing
a bit
alike.
tricky because of the racial dynamics in our country.
Why do you think that is?
Probably because judgment.
Whenever I was where like a lot of black people are, people would sometimes look at me funny.
Just keep an open
My
mind
guy,
and
you are
not
too
to
tall.
really take
Expect people not to
in
look at
every
you.
single thing that they hear from outside sources. The most important thing is how you and your partner relate, and that should always be primary.
His partner, that guy.
As time goes on and new mixed generations prevail, people will become more integrated with each other, hopefully bridging those cultural misunderstandings. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to surrounding yourself with people that make you
Hey,
happy,
it didn't
no matter
happen
their
in 2000.
ethnicity, gender, or sexual orientation.
Only the incentive now.
You're magical, so do your thing, girl.
So you didn't find interracial couples. And Cape Town is supposed to be liberal. Or
No.
Western.
No.
No, I'm talking about the ideology of Cape Town. It's supposed to be
I think
progressive and things
I
like that.
think Cape Town is the last place where you'll find like that kind of interaction between black people and white people.
Yes,
it's
I
the
know.
last
Yes,
place.
I'm saying that the lived reality is different from what is marketed about Cape Town. That's what I'm saying, because it's marketed as this place where we are so progressive and all that stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Wusi. In Cape Town, it's insane. Like the racial inequalities there. When you even
It's incomparable. Yeah.
not even by looking at like statistics and all of that, just by observing. Like I was like, what the fuck is going on, dog? That when you go to like a beach in Cape Town, oh my god, oh my dog, it looks like. If you ever thought about how Miami looks, it's like that, but without black people. Black people are usually working at my coffee shop.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.